What's up, everybody? Viharishly Live. I'm gonna go over an example of making a door script that accounts for every door in the game, and you don't have to put an individual script. If you didn't understand what I just said, you'll understand it when I do it. Okay? But we have an empty. We now have an empty script. All right, insert some storage, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make multiple doors. All right, boom, door. Boom, door, boom, 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 boom. Doors, okay? Folder, boom. I'm gonna name it door folder, boom. Get all these parts, boom, inside the door folder. Make sense? Okay. Now your local doors equals game.workspace.door folder get boom children. Alright? So what it's basically doing is it is creating a table that is the equivalent of all these parts. Okay, so it's basically what I'm doing is I'm making a table, right, that contains all these instances. Did that make sense, Alvin? Because what I'm doing is I'm getting the game.workspace.door folder and I'm getting all the children, right, and then all the children is all these parts, right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run through a 4 IV in pairs. I'm going to run it through a 4 IV in pairs. Door. 2. And then for example's sake, I'm going to just change the color so you can see how it affects every single door. Alright. Let's just change it to purple. Boom. Alright. Now we're going to run it. Boom! The baby. They're all purple. Right? Boom. Okay. So you understand how it affects every instance, right? So now what we're gonna do is since we don't actually have a click detector, I prefer to make my click detectors in all things. Basically what I'm saying is I like to keep the actual door as raw as possible before the script handles everything for me. So I'm gonna do local cd equals instance.new click detector, boom, right? cd.parent is equal to v. So basically I'm making a click detector and I'm parenting it to the part, right? Pretty easy shit. Now I'm gonna do cd.mouseclick connect function. So basically now I'm connecting the function, right, to the door. Or I'm connecting the function to the CD, which is part of the door. So it's gonna run when you click on the thing, it's gonna run as the part or something like that. So if v.transparency is equal to 1, then else v.transparency is equal to 0, and then v.transparency is equal to 1. And then if I play the game, it should work. Assuming I spelled transparency correctly. Boom! 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 Okay? Makes sense? Does that make sense? What I just did?
Go back to the thing.
¿Tú es comprehendo, mi amigo?
What is CD?
CD is click detector. Local CD equals instance.new click detector, and CD is now representing the new instance of the click detector. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, and then what I'm doing is cd.parent is equal to v, and what is v, Alvin?
V is 4 IV in pairs.
Brother, what?
I don't know
What
what
is
V
V?
actually is.
V is basically all these parts. You remember when I said V is I want you to script with V. I want you to think of V as you're scripting a single door, but it represents every door. Do you understand that? So V is basically a single door, but think of it like it's representing every door, because that's basically what we're doing. So you know what a 4 IV in pairs is, right?
Kind of.
Okay, kind of is not a good answer. Basically what a 4 IV in pairs is, let's just say I have this table called boom, alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then let's throw in this, okay? If I do 4 IV in pairs, boom, do, and then I print V. Actually, let's print I and V. Basically, 4 IV in pairs you plug in the table that you want to run through, right? And what I and V is basically hold on. What I and V is basically I is the index and V is the value of the index. So if we look in here, does it make sense? So 1 1, right? 2 2, because 1 1 1 is because the index is 1, right? And then the value of the index is 1, right? Does that make sense? And then 2 2, right? So IV 3 3, and then 5 is the I, and then V of the fifth index is Diwashara. Alright, make sense?
Yeah.
So that's what 4IV in pairs is.
So V basically represents like what is in the table.
Yeah, or what the current item that you're going through is.
Yeah.
So basically, so now what is V? Tell me what is V. Tell me what is V in this 4IV in pairs of doors.
V represents door part, all the parts. But
Basically.
individually at a time.
Yeah.
At a time.
So you're kind of like a hive mind, okay? The standardization is you have to think of it like a factory, but you have all the parts laid out and they're coming in through assembly line or some stupid shit like that. Anyway, so V is the door, right? V is each individual part, okay? And then what I'm doing is CD click detector, so I'm parenting the click detector to V. So what does that do essentially? If I run the script, okay, what it's gonna do is it's gonna parent a click detector to every one of these parts. Make sense? So now, they off click detector. When they started, they didn't have click detectors, right? So this is what this part of the script is doing. And now all I'm doing is now that the click detector is parented to the part, I'm just setting up an event that connects the click detector to a mouse click, right? And I'm basically do if v.transparency is equal to 1, then v.transparency is equal to 0, a basic door script. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right. So now that's that. Like that's basically what you're trying to do. So do you understand how to do it?
Do I understand how to do it?
Yeah. Well, that doesn't matter because tomorrow I'm gonna make you do it anyway. And then that should be it. So see you guys. Bye. Arigato baka.